Seriously.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Mace says my Twitch isn't working. He says it's just a black screen. The fuck? He says it's just a black screen. Fuck. Yo, he's right though. Black screen. Yo, what? Why? It shows up on YouTube. That's so weird. The fuck? Yeah, it's fine on YouTube and everything else. Yo, that's annoying. Did I get banned from Twitch for some reason? Just kidding. No, it's my Twitch too. Oh. Sorry, boys. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
No, it's my Twitch too. I'm gonna have to stop it, bud. Sounds good. It's like picking up my audio. It's just not picking up whatever. I don't care. Black screen. Okay. Where were we?
Share your screen instead of application. I don't know if you're doing that already. Because I'll be able to see everything. And then Abdul, are you still here?
Yo, Mace, we're just going over like some editing things, and then we'll play ranked in like an hour or so, maybe less. So
Abdul.
I was talking to you yesterday, but my white mic wasn't picking up. I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. It's being super weird. I think I need to like I think I know what I need to do. Give me 1 minute and I'm gonna figure that out.
You.
What am I doing,
Um,
Joe?
you said, what are you doing?
I'm trying to share my screen. Screen, right? Or application?
Not application. Do screen. And then I don't know if Mr. Amazing's here or not. I haven't heard him.
So confused. Okay.
That's all right. Well, if you record this, worst case, you can just send like a VOD. Well, I guess you're live streaming, so you could always clip in the live stream, right?
So funny. Yeah.
Um. Okay. Well.
I can shorten it.
I don't know if I want to make you do this right now if he's not here.
No, let's do it,
All right,
and then we can send him the copy of it if he needs it.
delete 2 of the 3. Doesn't matter which ones.
The whole line, right? These two.
Yeah, yep. But yeah. I was about to say you had to delete a meme too.
Don't want to do that.
Okay, and then
Can I? Okay.
Go ahead and reset this one. So just click on the first little one, first panel. Yeah, and then click on camera blur and delete it in effects
Like
control.
up here?
No. Yeah, I mean in that area, but you see like the camera blur.
Oh yeah.
Right there. Delete that.
Okay.
And then reset scale.
Can I just do it like over here?
Scale. Yep, exactly. Hit the perfect. Okay, awesome. So now we're back to square one.
Correct.
So this is for you and Mr. Amazing. And what we're gonna do is and I'm gonna talk like I haven't explained this to you before, but so what you need to do to get a video portrait, and you want to do this as the first step. So import your video, the first thing you do before you start editing, before you start putting on meme clips, is you want to create the portrait mode. So we want to highlight like you just did, perfect, this layer. First thing you do after highlighting, so highlight the whole thing, is Control C. Hit Control C. Once you've done that, move it up one layer. Then hit Control V. And important, and you already did this, is make sure the blue line is all the way at the beginning because it'll paste wherever the blue line starts. So do that process over one
Do
more
I
time.
have to hit Control C twice, or can I just, is it already saved? So can I just do this? Bring it up? Ah, okay,
Yeah.
I guess I can.
See?
All right, beautiful.
Little shortcut there. So yeah, and I'm sure Mr. Amazing understands. All we're doing is we're creating 3 layers. They're the same thing. Doesn't matter how you get it done, as long as they're 3 stacked.
Now I can add my motion blur here.
Yeah, wait, slow down. Okay. So what we're doing now is there's 3 layers.
Yep.
They're all stacked. Yep. So the reason you only see one, they're all 3 stacked and they're identical. The reason we have 3 is because the top layer is going to be your face cam, if you have one. If you don't have a face cam, you only need 2 layers. If you have a face cam, you need 3. The top layer is going to be the face cam because we're going to clip your face cam and put it at the top of the screen. The second layer
is your
actual gameplay footage. Yeah, we're going to do that together right now. The second layer is your gameplay footage. That is what we're seeing on the screen. The third layer, the bottom layer, is going to be the blur that's going to fill up that black space and give it a nice professional look. So that's cool. I didn't even know you could do that, what you're doing right now. That's cool, dude. Holy.
So
I see you learning new things every day.
What is the first one? I'm just double clicked on it.
That's just a blur. The blur. You can call it background if you want. Blur. And then top one's face cam. Or third one.
Okay.
That's cool, bro. What the heck? I might start doing that. You just
I name all my layers. Yeah.
Whoa, smart, bro. I didn't even know that was look, it's right there. I didn't even know that was
I like to do it just because, like with music and everything, you name all of your layers or you get fucking.
Dude, I can't even imagine when you start stacking and everything. Okay. So next step. All 3 stacked. They're identical. Nothing's changed. All 3 are the same. Fufu was already jumping to the step. So you want to open up the effects panel. And Mr. Amazing, if you don't know how to do that, I'm sure you do. But if you don't know how to do that, you just go under Window at the very top on the bar that says File, Edit. Click Window, and then if Effects isn't on your screen, you just click on Effects like Fufu's doing right now.
Or you can shift
perfect. You already have it, so you don't need to click on it. And then Fufu was already doing this, but you go in the bar and you type in camera blur on effects, and then you'll see camera blur right there where Fufu has it. Perfect. And then you go ahead, drag and drop camera blur onto the first layer. Yep.
That'll give me a little bit of blur here.
Now what we need to do is click on the first clip in that bottom line. Click off of that so that way we don't have all of them selected.
Wait,
anyway, yeah, there you go. Now click on that one, go to effects controls, perfect. Then you'll see camera blur at the bottom. So Fufu already knows what he's doing, but you change the 25 to 5.
Well, first I want to rescale, right?
Sure. Yep. So scale to 180. So from 100 to 180. Now you'll see, boom.
Boom.
It fills in. There's a camera blur. We're going to reduce it to 5% instead of 25%. So now it'll look perfect. Yep. Just like that. So now you'll see it gives it that nice hue that Broccoli always has in his videos. So that's it for the base layer. Now, this is where things get a little more tricky. Go to the top layer. Go ahead, click on the top layer.
It's not gonna mess up my meme, right?
It might.
Oh, whatever.
But that's why we do this first. Because positioning and everything is gonna change when you go to portrait.
Okay, top layer.
Top layer.
This
now
Abdul here.
He's not. That's why we're recording this.
Okay.
But top layer. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to in effects control, where we already are.
Yep.
You see the opacity?
Yeah. Here.
So click on the box. Yeah. Click on that little box in opacity. Perfect. Yeah, just click on it. Perfect. Now
Some
This
masking thing.
actually, yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly how to do this. Go to position and move it to the left. So go to the
Position up here
second. Yeah, yep. And then move it.
to the
Okay,
left.
that's not gonna work. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Try zooming in on scale. Like make it bigger on the scale. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah.
What does that do?
I'm trying to remember how to get the mask over on the correct. 1 second.
What are we trying to mask exactly?
We're trying to mask the face cam. So the face cam you can't see right now because it's over to the right.
No, I don't have a face cam for this one. I was gonna add a face cam like intro.
Oh, that's right.
Because this is just a full clear cut footage.
Okay.
So technically, I'm not trying to find anything, right? Because this is just finding something, right? This is like.
But you're gonna need to know how to do this.
When I do have it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think what I can do.
Do you ever actually have it?
What?
Do you ever do face cams or no?
Yeah, I do, for sure. But I think I would just find. Yeah, you'd be able to find the location, right? But that's just moving the mask. That's not moving the. That's not moving, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. So I have a mask saved, and I copy and paste it every time. I'm trying to remember why I'm having an issue with this. All right, well, we'll cover this later, I guess. Broccoli covers it in the sessions too. On the
yeah, I can figure it out.
Ones.
I just now maybe it's easier to just play the full gameplay and add a camera.
We'll skip this step. And then you can look it up in Academy Ocean. But what you're gonna do now, because we don't need a face cam, is actually delete the top layer, the whole one.
But it's gonna. So is it not gonna get rid of the blur?
Nope. You delete that. Watch.
Oh, okay.
Because the blur is the bottom layer.
So now I could just add my face cam over top of it.
You 100% can. Yep. Because that's what that layer is for. That top layer is for.
That's gonna be okay. So this is like a. Do you ever save templates?
Yes.
So no. Like what I do with music and stuff like all the time is like I have like a template with all my layers already written out and all my like effects that I know work for like everything, like my EQs and everything that just give me a bass because you EQ every sound majority of the time. So you want to have an EQ instead of having to drag that EQ plugin on your track. Each track, you know, you drag everything in. Just make a template like this where you have your layers and you save it as an empty with nothing in there, and then you just add your layers as you go. Saves you so much time.
Dang.
I'm serious.
Do you know how to save a template in?
Yes, I think you can just save like I would just save it as a template.
Literally says it right there. All right, we'll try that next time.
Dude, you have to, because instead of starting fresh every time, you're gonna get like, it took me like a year or two before I started making my own templates for music, and like it would have saved me so much time.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude, because I do this every time I do shorts.
I know.
I've gotten quick at it, but still, it's time.
It'll be even quicker when you have all your layers already out and ready, you know?
Yeah. So then what we do, so you click on click on the bottom layer, just the first one in the bottom layer, the one with the camera blur.
Yeah, 1 second. Sorry, okay. Change the size of this. Okay.
Click on the first, hit Control C. And then once you've done that, highlight the rest of the bottom layer, not including the first one. And then right click any of them. And then paste attributes at the top. And then okay. And what that's going to do is it's going to apply the same everything that you've done to the first one to every single one. So Oh, and then here's the last part. This is really important too. Totally forgot about this. Type in effects where we got camera blur. Type alpha glow. Alpha glow, perfect. Drag it onto the top layer. Yeah, what would be the middle layer, but for now it's the top layer. But do the first one.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yep. Then in effect controls, you'll see alpha glow now.
So,
You see it?
alpha.
Alpha glow. And then you see the start color.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click on the white little box. Yeah. And then scroll all the way up to black. And then hit OK. So now you see that black line that separates the...
Okay,
So it makes it look a little
Love
cleaner.
that. Yeah.
You can do different colors too, obviously.
But
But yeah, it looks clean. And then let's say you do a face cam, Fufu.
yeah.
What you do is if you import a face cam, so all it is, the whole clip is just your face, then throw it up top and throw alpha glow on it as well, and it'll make it look super clean.
Okay.
This is a really important step. It's a little complicated because I can't show you, so I'll just explain it. But let's say we did the mask, right, for the face cam. So we still kept that third layer. We threw a mask on, and then we moved the face cam to the top.
Yeah.
Let's say we did that.
Yeah.
If you want to throw alpha glow on that, because it's a mask, it'll alpha glow the outside of the whole clip, not the mask. So you won't see alpha glow. What you have to do if you're going to mask, which is what you normally will do, you have to then, after masking it, moving it in the correct spot, you have to right-click it. So if you right-click this clip right now that you're just like highlighting just for fun, you see Nest. Don't click on it, but you see Nest in the options.
Yep.
You would highlight all the face cam clips that are masked and nest them.
Okay.
And now they become their own clip. And then you throw alpha glow on, and the alpha glow will go around the mask, and it'll look really clean.
Okay. Like,
That's for that.
I get what you mean. I think I know what you mean. It's like, yes, it's hard to explain, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, right. It's like, it's way easier if you see it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like adding like a feature onto something. Like you're masking the outside of it, but it's not gonna... the glow isn't gonna glow perfectly around it unless those two things are meshed together perfectly.
Exactly. So like if you right now, if you don't mind, actually, do you mind this? So click back where you just were on that layer, and then zoom in. So scale and then make it bigger. You see how there's no alpha glow now?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. It's because it's the same clip, but the alpha glow is around the edge of the clip.
Right.
Mask is essentially a zoomed in version of a clip. So that's why, which is what you're saying. But I'm just explaining all this because I feel like it'll be really helpful, especially for just reset it to I think like 100 or whatever. Just hit the reset.
Would this look good if you like played the whole thing? No, right? It has to be
zoomed in. Just do regular.
What is regular
play with
scale?
it too, though. Just to hit the little reset button. It's 100, but you can also hit the reset, and it'll always bring it back to the default.
I like the alpha glow. That looks clean.
Yeah, right. It gives it a nice, clean line. It's like the little details that you don't pay attention to as like a consumer, but then it makes it look so much more professional. Like when you watch a video without it and then with it, with all these little details. Like it just, like you see someone just post a clip where they record it on their Xbox and then they don't edit it portrait, they don't throw in a background, they don't all these different things, and then it looks so stupid, and you know that this person doesn't know what they're doing.
Yep.
But you can't necessarily put a finger on why. And then you see someone that edits like this, and then it's like, oh my gosh, this looks so good.
Yeah, this looks way better.
I love it. Anyways, yeah. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So if you want to edit for mobile, for portrait, that's how you do it. The only thing we didn't do is the mask for the face cam, which Broccoli covers in the
yeah, but I think I got that. I just need to look up how to like identify the mask, but there's a lot of, or like how to like scale over or position over the mask.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like find
yeah,
it. Like
I
if my
think
face cam's up here, how do I get
you know
over
what,
there?
bro. You know what I think Broccoli did with me the first time was I don't know what he does in Academy Ocean. What he did with me is we got the mask before we switched to portrait. It was easier. If that makes sense. So before we
Yeah.
switched the dimensions to like we flipped them so it's portrait. We put the mask first and then we flipped it to portrait. So that way the mask was already in place. I think that's what we did, um but there should be ways, you're right. There should be ways to still get the mask even when it's in portrait.
Okay.
I just can't remember how. I don't think I've ever done it actually, to be honest. I've always just copy and pasted my masks from like previous projects.
Oh, did you know? Like, so what I was doing is like when you're trying to track something, you see how I'm tracking something here?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a little shaky. You can fine tune it, but like the best thing to do with this tracking right here,
Mhm.
to get these, like the quickest way to do it is holding shift and then the right arrow, and it goes over
Mhm.
5 keyframes, which is almost unrecognizable. Then you adjust your scale and your positioning, and then you
Mhm.
shift over 5 keyframes, do it again, over again, and it just saves a
And
lot of
this is
time.
to do what? To make it less shaky?
No, to like track so I can keep his head in the moon throughout the whole thing. Otherwise,
Oh,
his
I see
head's
what you're
gonna be over
saying.
here. It could be over here because I'm going
Oh,
up,
I
you
see what
know?
you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what
Like
you're
it's
saying. That's
staying
cool, dude.
in the moon the whole
Smart.
time.
So how'd you do that? You just changed his positioning
Every
every five
time. So
keyframes?
each one is a keyframe, right? Each one of
Mm,
these is a keyframe.
mm, mm,
But if you press while you're doing that, while you're doing the
mm,
adjusting,
mm,
you just hit
mm.
shift and right arrow key, and that's 5 keyframes.
Oh,
Saved a lot
cool.
of time. Then you adjust
Yeah.
over
Oh, I see what
again,
you're saying. Yep.
adjust, over again, adjust, over again, adjust. Like I
That
don't
makes
need
sense.
all of this. This is too much. This is what it should look like when you do
Yeah.
5 keyframes. Here I was just doing
Yeah.
it really like fine tuned.
That's insane, bro. That's
Probably
so
why
delicate.
it was super tedious, but I think that's
Mm.
why I have like that's why it's like shaking a little bit. So I might go back, redo it just like this, you
I
know?
mean, it looks honestly. This is the thing too. I'm learning from broccoli is like the more you do things, the faster and better you'll get at it. But like, don't don't put in too much time into shorts.
No, for
You know,
sure.
because I feel like that's what I would do is like I would spend like 2 hours on a short or 3 hours on a short. When in actuality, like you want to have good content, but this is all just what broccoli's been telling me because obviously I don't know. But like, if you want to put out a short every day, I feel like what I'm learning is how to create like fun content that's like faster for me to edit versus like spending 3 hours on like a 60-second short that's only gonna get like this is all to build, I guess, traction on our channels and get us in the
Yeah.
algorithm.
Yep.
And so I feel like slaving over a 45-second short for 3 hours isn't necessarily worth it.
No, it's
If you could
not.
do something that's like similarly of similar quality for a slightly different time. But
That's why I
I'll
was
be right
saying
back. I'll be
have a
right back. Real quick.
template, man. You could easily pop off,
Yeah,
as many as you need to.
you're right, bro. I gotta try that right now. I'll be back in like 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries. I gotta go to the bathroom too. my guy even moving, bro? Wow, why did that get so bad?
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so
I'm gonna work on mine.
I don't know if you can see mine right now.
I can, yeah.
So I want to like gradually zoom in to this,
Mm-hmm.
but I also like want to, this is my gameplay, so I want to scale over like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now that would be my keyframe, right?
Well, yeah, just play from the start.
Why did it skip?
Oh, do you want it to like track him, or what?
Yeah. How do I track him?
You're gonna have to like edit each keyframe then.
That's okay.
I don't even know if it's worth it, really, but yeah.
Well, you could do it by
That's it.
5 times, but how do I?
Yeah.
Why is it so?
You have like 1, 2,
weird?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because you have like 7. So you see the top right of your screen when you click on that. Like go back to that zoom in or whatever. You
I have
see those
too
are
many
all
layers, right?
keyframes with different. Yeah, just all keyframes with different. I'd restart from fresh and just delete them.
Ah!
Oh, Control Z. Click on the layer again, and then go over to the left. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Go over to the left, and then you see the clock. Yeah, just click, and then OK.
This one?
It'll reset the. Yeah, click on it, and then OK, and then same thing for the other one. Click OK. That's what resets it. And now click. Go to the beginning of the clip, and then click on the watches again. Whenever you want the zoom in to start is where you want to click on the watch. So if it's at the very beginning, then click on the watch.
So I want the
Does that make
zoom
sense?
in to basically like start. Let's say when he hits the ground.
Okay, so go to where he hits the ground, then hit the watch.
Or let's say right here. Right here is where I want the zoom in to begin.
To begin, perfect. So then click the watch for scale and position. And then move. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Then move the blue line to where you want the zoom in to end.
Let's say right about here, maybe, because then I can.
Well, no, because you see how he's moving.
Yeah.
So you'll need to do a different keyframe for that one. So go back a little further. Back a little further. Maybe there is where the zoom in could end.
Okay.
And now change the positioning and scale to where you want it.
Like zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in first. So go to scale, right below it, and then zoom in first to where you want. Yeah, and then move it over. Perfect. Now just play that. Just back up and play that.
Okay. I need to zoom out.
Yeah, you can do either or, honestly. I feel like the zoom in should start earlier, honestly.
Probably, but I also think it should end like right as he's about to go up the stairs.
The zoom in should end right as he's about to go upstairs.
Yeah, I think it's almost perfect. Like I like that. And then when he moves, now it should start going like now when he moves, I want it to zoom out.
Yeah. So
how can I
do another keyframe? So right where you are, don't touch anything.
Okay.
Go to the right and you see the little circle in between the two arrows. To the left just a little bit by the reset arrows. Yeah, click on that. Click on that and then click on the bottom one as well. And now set the position and scale to where you want it. If you want it to be back to standard, just hit the reset arrows.
Yeah, I do want it to be back to
So hit the reset arrows. Yeah, just hit the reset
But
arrows
do
for
I
both.
want to add another keyframe and then set that to 0? So it's a like gradual change, or is this going to give it a gradual change?
This will give it a gradual change. What changes the Fufu? What changes the pace
Yeah.
of the zoom in or
Is the
zoom out is the
split
distance.
distance
Yeah,
between here?
exactly. The
Okay.
distance between them.
Yeah, that
So
makes
a
sense.
more
Okay.
immediate switch would be the key frames are like 1 frame apart. It'd be like instant, and
Okay.
then whatever. The further they are apart.
So maybe right here. Is that too fast?
It's up to you.
So can I just highlight this and drag it over?
I think so. Looks like you're doing it right now.
Does that make sense?
What'd you say? What you could do too is add another keyframe in between or something that, because you see how like you're zooming in and you see how it kind of goes off screen for a second. You could kind of add another keyframe that moves you to the right with him.
That's what I was.
And then add
That's
another
what I
keyframe
wanted to do.
Yeah, I don't think you need to add that many though. You maybe need to add like 2 keyframes.
So like right here, I add 1 while it's moving, right? So now I'm just like fully zoomed in, okay? So I just have 1 that tracks over to the right then. Ah, that's not what I wanted.
You added that keyframe too early, yeah.
Did I?
And just so you know, so move the blue arrow. Wait, go back. It's like in between 2 of the keyframes or something. Like right there. If you touch scale or position, a keyframe will automatically be added, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
So like,
I know what you mean.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. That'll make honestly, I think it'll make your life easier because like just move along the timeline to where you think the zoom should like stop, and then just change positioning and scale, then move.
Like this, you
And
mean?
if it doesn't look good, just delete it.
Like add a keyframe? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. Play from the beginning.
No, I mean you mean like adding keyframes at where this blue line is.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew. And then, unfortunately, you're gonna have to kind of do the same thing with the meme.
Yeah. The meme's off for sure.
Yeah. You could also, bro, just to save you, it's just a recommendation. You could do,
Well, what I wanted to do, there's one thing before if you can tell your idea first, but I do have something that I wanted to do.
I was gonna say, just because what you're trying to do is a little complicated, time consuming, you could add an audio instead of a visual. So you could do like there's a audio I like. I don't know if you have it, or I don't even know if I have it, but it's like the prophecy, and it's like this dramatic like, or you could do the one I used on my meme video, which was the mind explosion, and you could do like exactly the way I did it. I don't know if you remember, but I had him like his opacity was like 50%, so he's faded.
How
And you
can
just hear like,
Yeah. Okay, I
you know
know
what I
what you
mean?
mean.
It just save you time, like you could use a different meme because using the meme you have now is going to be very complex.
Well, what I was thinking is it doesn't have to be super complex if I can add a freeze frame.
If you had a freeze frame. Exactly.
So like I can
100%.
freeze this, put the little thing over top of him, and then show the clip. How can I do that?
Freeze frame.
You know what I mean. Like split it
Yeah,
so that this is frozen,
Yeah.
and then we just
So
play that over
here's
top of it.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you two options because I'm not gonna give you two options. I'm gonna tell you what you should do, but I'm gonna tell you two ways you can do it because you're gonna need to know both. The first is you know which one's your main layer, right? So like the top one's your main and then the bottom's your blur.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna zoom in, what I recommend you do, click on the main layer, and then where you want to zoom in, put the blue line there, wherever it is, and then right click, insert, I forget what it's called, insert frame hold segment.
Yep.
But here's something you need to know when you're doing shorts. So you know how we're gonna have 3 layers, and then the top layer is gonna be your mask or your face cam.
Yeah.
If you do insert frame hold segment, so click actually here, I want to show you. Click on that insert frame hold segment, and then reset the scale, not the positioning, just the scale.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and click that.
Oh.
So do you see how like there's the black above and below?
Yeah. That's fucked.
So
That's messed up.
you put the insert frame hold segment on only one layer, so it's not gonna keep the bottom layer or the top layer, so it'll look really bad if you're zoomed out.
Okay.
That's okay because in this instance we're gonna zoom in. You can't even tell there's other layers involved. So
Right.
just hit Control Z so you can get back to perfect. But there are gonna be times when you're doing short form where you want to throw an insert frame hold segment and not zoom out. And in those situations, what you want to do is you want to I'm trying to figure out how to show you this. Actually, can I just show you, dude? Do you mind? It'll be way easier.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm gonna do screen so you can see my screen. Go live. Let me know when you can see.
Yep.
So let's say this is a bad example. Let me go to this one.
Second.
Actually did it here. So this is a good example. So look, I did a frame hold segment right here. And I have my face cam. I put Trump over my face cam, right? And then I have my layer and everything. But this is a frame hold segment. And you just saw what happens if you do a frame hold segment.
Then we're gonna have a
on this, right? Normally this would be black, this would be black, and I'd have no face cam. What I did was I went in here, I zoomed in, I found like the exact frame I want. I'm like, okay, I want this frame. All I do, I go back one keystroke, C, cut, cut, cut all 3 layers. Now, this is the frame I want, right?
Yeah.
One frame, cut, cut, cut. Now I have a little section. I nest it so it's 1 clip instead of 3. And now, see, there's 3 frames involved.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 frames involved, I can so I can insert frame hold segment now on all 3 clips. So you see how I still have the blur and the face cam?
Oh, okay, yeah. So you need to nest it together.
Nest it, yeah.
Interesting.
Just gonna undo all that. Perfect.
Do you nest everything that you have to like if you want to like add effects to all your layers? You just want to nest your layers together when you start adding like an effect that applies to all over top of everything.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Personally, and I'm not an expert. Obviously, I haven't been doing this very long. I don't nest unless I have to because it gets a little complicated. And also, just so you know, I don't know if you know this, but if you ever want to see what's inside a nest, just double click on it and it'll show you everything inside it.
Oh, it's like a consolidating. It's like consolidating. Okay, I get it.
Oh
yeah. I know what you mean now.
So the reason I'm showing you that is because this is a perfect example. I wanted to do a frame hold segment, and I wanted the meme to show my face because I thought it'd be funny if I was pretending to be Trump.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect example of like where it's necessary to do a nested frame hold segment. Your case right now, what you're doing, you don't need that. I just wanted to show you now, so that way.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I figured this out on my own, and it took me a while, and so I figured it'll save you time when you come across this one day. I Googled for forever. I was like, how do I do this? And I was like thinking about it, and I was like playing with it.
What happened to Abdul? Just dipped?
He just dipperoni and cheese sandwiched right out of here.
Didn't even hear it.
I know. But we have the clips too of explaining the portrait, so we'll just send that to him.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stop sharing screen. But and I actually have to. Oh man, I just don't want to do. Oh, this is so hard, bro. Oh my gosh, I've never done this before.
Jeez. Campaign early access tomorrow, baby. Let's fucking get it.
It's gonna be hot.
Hell yeah, that's good
I have
content
all
right
of
there,
these,
dude.
don't I?
I don't know why my Twitch is like a black screen every time, dude.
Black hole.
I think I'm just gonna have to pause the stream for a second, try and figure out. I think I know what's up with it. I need to like not run it through restream.io. I think that's my issue.
Uh,
I'm gonna pause it though.